argument here is that it is ethical to have different ethical standards by state. The ACA ethical code that applies to this dilemma is E8, Multicultural Issues, Diversity, and Assessment Counselors, which guides counselors to recognize the effects of age, color, culture, disability, ethnic groups, gender, race, socioeconomic status, and more. I also decided to apply the NASW Code of Ethics as well, since it relates more to the social work profession. Ethical Standard 1.01, Commitment to Clients, states that social workers should obtain education about and seek to understand the nature of social diversity and oppression with respect to race, ethnicity, national origin, color, sex, age, marital status, political belief, religion, and mental or physical disability. These two standards are very similar to one another and seem to closely support my argument that it is ethical to have different ethical standards by state. The reason why it is ethical to have different standards by state is because of the immense diversity in culture that's found throughout the U.S. We should not uphold the same rules, laws, or in this case, ethical standards for each person that lives in America. You'll find many different cultures and population groups within not only the states and not only individual cities within those states, but also within individual neighborhoods found within those cities and states. It isn't fair to uphold the same ethical standards for every individual equally. Ethical standards should be respectful of each culture and social diversity found in each state. In fact, I feel that ethical standards should be more generalized to the public so that they'd be more culturally sensitive to each individual population. The foundational principle that aligns with the dimensions of this dilemma is justice. The point that Kitchener makes is treating equals equally and unequals unequally, but in proportion to their relevant differences. He also states that justice doesn't necessarily mean treating all individuals the same. If an individual is to be treated differently, in this case, due to the cultural and diverse factors that play a major role in why ethical standards should be different across the board, the social worker needs to be able to offer a rationale that explains the necessity and appropriateness of treating the individual differently given the individual's cultural beliefs and backgrounds. This course of action that I would like to propose is the creation of different ethical standards for all states, which would include proposing a change to all 51 court systems, which include 50 states and the federal court. State agencies create policies to implement specific laws and guidelines that outline how to address a specific issue. I would put together a team of social workers who are passionate about the same change, as well as a legal team who specializes in proposing the changes of policies to the courts. We'd work diligently together to create a new policy for each state, outlining the need for different ethical standards. The potential consequences of this action could be that either states would approve the new policy and agree to make ethical standards more generalized per state, or they would disagree and deny any course of action. Regardless of the potential consequences, I would still take the same course of action. I'd also gladly accept any suggestions from other professionals who have been successful at creating changes like this. I feel that by taking this course of action, the needed change for cultural sensitivity and diversity awareness demonstrated in the ethical standards for each state would be accomplished. After implementing the course of action, I'm confident that the change would be made and all ethical standards would be different per state, alleviating many unnecessary reprimands given to citizens all over the U.S. just for demonstrating their own cultural beliefs and showing their diverse individualities. Thank you.